Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Picture This, the show that regularly stabs its most loyal viewers in the back. My name is Alex, and, well, with me is that damned Jack Pinchuk.
Bar, I'm sorry about the stabbing you're about to receive.
A boot. Also joining us is our fairest member, Matthew Chen.
This is fact.
Well,
Also joining us is that damned Adelaide Spence.
Just to be sure, it's Jake Kirk Tyler, right? That's what we're talking
Stop
about.
talking. Stop talking.
Why do you have Tyler
I
on
have
top?
no part in this. Stop talking.
And our guest this week, Andrew James Barr.
Oh, great. We got fire
Somebody call
involved.
911.
what got replaced?
Somebody's fire burning on the dance floor.
Whoa.
This is going to be hell. Let's get into it.
Caleb Coho could not be here with us. He is presumably still watching the 7-hour movie that we all just finished watching. Probably, if you're anything like us. We watched a film, one that I keep getting confused with a different movie that I also have to watch in like the next week or so, according to the V52 challenge. I keep getting My Fair Lady with His Girl Friday. I don't know why those wires are crossing my head, but they are.
It's significantly better.
We watched My Fair Lady this week, and we should can we do me a favor? Can we just draw the battle lines now and just flip Spence and Matthew, so we just have this? Let's just really, yeah. All right, that's how we. Well, it doesn't really make sense for them to be on. It does make sense for us to be up top because we're the majority of not really vibing out super hard. It's really weird. Why wasn't Audrey nominated for this? Just nothing.
Oh, there's a great story behind that we can get to later.
Tell us all about it, Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's format.
when the producers of My Fair Lady decided that they were going to make the movie, they decided that they were going to hire pretty much everyone from the original Broadway cast.
Okay.
Except for Julie Andrews, who is the original Eliza Doolittle.
Mhm.
So they decided to cast Audrey Hepburn instead. And then they don't even use her singing voice, which she had recorded some songs for the show, for the movie. And then the Academy Award nominations come out. And because Julie Andrews didn't get the role in My Fair Lady, she was offered the role of Mary Poppins, which she won the Academy Award for when Audrey Hepburn wasn't even nominated for the role that Julie Andrews created.
You know what? Get wrecked, Audrey. Get wrecked.
That wasn't Audrey's fault.
Mary Poppins. You know what? I can't even be mad at that. I'm not mad about it anymore. Get wrecked. You want me to be mad at you anymore? Tell me a good story about somebody getting wrecked about it. Yeah, get wrecked. you got Julie Andrews right in the face. Everybody knows about it now. Cool. You know what? That just solves all the problems. It is really weird that like the nomination we did get, because it won picture, it won director for George Cukor, which is I think this is probably the worst Cukor movie I've ever seen.
And I think it's his only win.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
yeah, you're right. It didn't. Yeah, he didn't win for Little Women, did he? No, that's a real shame. And all like the supporting actress nomination for Mrs. Higgins, I don't understand at all. 0%. I don't get it.
Hey, so
Jackie Boy, pull up
some
them ratings.
Cool. Coho's not here, but his rating as of his last watch is 2 stars. Spence, I believe you have a similar rating.
Yeah. On the rewatch. This is gonna sound weird. It's better than I remember, but it went down in rating. Because in my head, I was like, oh, this is a piece of shit, entirely unredeemable. That being said, its first act is dog shit. Literally nothing good about it. I fucking hate every second of it. I don't want to be there. Second half, not bad. It ends like shit.
It's true.
but it's
Another story.
watchable. If it was just the second half, it'd be fine. Like I'd give it like a 3. We move on. But no, we have to have an extra hour and a half of Rex Harrison singing, and Audrey Hepburn in her most annoying state ever.
Yeah,
So probably the worst Hepburn performance that I've seen.
Yeah.
You
Look,
haven't not seen The Unforgiven.
I've not seen Unforgiven.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to like this a lot more. So, little backstory here. I bought the 4K Blu-ray before I ever saw this movie because I thought My Fair Lady, Audrey Hepburn, Best Picture winner. I'm gonna love this movie. Musical. Like this was at the height of right before, like, well, not right before. Sometime before we actually started this show, and I was trying to knock out Best Picture winners. I was like, yeah, I found it at Walmart for like $20. I'm going to buy this movie and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to love it. I watch it and good God, did I have a miserable time. It felt 6 hours long. Rex Harrison is without question my least favorite Best Actor winner I've ever seen. I haven't seen whatever his name is in Charlie. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But, no, I don't get the love surrounding this movie. I didn't love the music in it. I found the fact that they didn't use Audrey Hepburn's singing voice a little distracting, honestly, and it just didn't make sense to me, especially hearing that she did record songs for the movie. But at the end of the day, I just found every character to be just the most unlikable version of this of the character they could have been. The dad, piece of shit. I hate him. Rex Harrison's character, Henry, I am 90% sure his name is. I've already blocked out a lot of the information of this movie.
Henry Higgins, eh?
Henry Higgins.
The fucking worst. I do not buy any redemption they attempt for him. It falls completely flat.
It's based on a George Bernard Shaw play. He wasn't the greatest at, being positive towards women.
Yeah, and it kind of shows. I wanted to like this movie so much more, and I had a miserable time both times I saw the film, and I just rewatched it. Alex, your rating.
Yeah, so okay, I think it starts. I'm the nice middle ground here. It starts off kind of slow, and it actually builds for a bit. It then starts going down, and then it ends. It is really long, kind of long, way too long. It's also just I've seen a lot of movies recently that are like this, like Lady for a Day, but just instead of this, they're going to do this, and kind of sick of it. It has really fun production. I think some of the performances are fine. I like big when people decide they want to go big, they just do that. And I laughed a lot during the song where they're like, "Why can't a woman be more like a man?" I laughed a lot during that.
We'll get to that. Wow. Okay.
I laughed a lot during that because I thought, there is a thing that you could do about this. There is a way this could work. You wouldn't have to change that much about your living situation for this to work with you. But other than that, it's not a wash. It's not like a major waste of time. I think it's, if you come to it with like the right state of mind, I think you can get something out of it, even if it's just like kind of a laugh. I do think that it there is like a better version of this somewhere, and I would rather see that. But having seen this, I'm like, yeah, sure.
They almost remade that, so
there was almost a better version of it, I should say.
There was almost a better version written by Emma Thompson.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, they were going to make a remake with it written by Emma Thompson, and it got shelved.
No, it's
Damn, that's rough. It would have probably been an improvement over this.
Thompson. Yeah, just an overall fine time.
All right, now we get to the more positive ratings. I'm sure, Matthew. Why don't we take it away with you here?
Yeah, no, I really like this one. I think it's just I really like Audrey Hepburn in this role. Like she just adds this level of charm to her character. Like I know you guys can find her annoying because of her accent and like just like her dialogue, but like I just find her to really capture that like smaller character really well as she like learns just like learns to like be act upper class, I guess. I think she just plays that really well. I would have loved to hear her sing because we know like she can sing in Funny Face, but uh, I think Marnie Nixon also just she's a phenomenal singer. So like does a great job. And then I think like not all the songs are great, but there are some like really charming numbers. I really like. I really like "Wouldn't It Be Loverly." It's like it's just a really nice, like charming dance number, or song and dance. The Rain in Spain is fun, and then like there's just some really great scenes like in the racetrack and like seeing her while she's there. I do have to say like I'm not a fan of the ending, but I think overall I do like quite enjoy the movie.
Now, before we get into Bar's rating, I just want to say the average rating for this panel is a 2.6 out of 5.
Whoa.
But enough negativity surrounding this movie right now. We have someone on this panel who loves this movie, and I'm fairly certain has it in their top 100 favorite movies of all time. So, Bar,
I do. Yes.
we'll let you take the floor.
So first of all, I've done this show before, and that probably did help a lot with my rating. But I think Audrey Hepburn does a fantastic job. It's so out of character for Audrey Hepburn, who's usually like she is in the second half of this movie. But I think that there's a great story in here about like changing people into something that they think they want and it turns out to not be what they want. I think that Wouldn't It Be Loverly is one of the best I Want songs in a musical, and I think it's a great one because at the end she realizes that all those things that she was singing about did not make her happy in the slightest bit. So it's a good flip on the I Want song. I think you're being a little too hard on Rex Harrison. He's not one of the worst performances to ever win. Granted, I don't think he should have won that year, but I think that he did a good job. I also think that this has some of the funniest scenes in any musical. I love the when she's doing her like phonetic training and she does the in Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen, and she hits none of the H's, but she adds one to ever, which was such a great little moment. And I think the Ascot Gavotte, that entire racetrack scene, from the opening song to it to the end of that scene, was so funny. I cry laughing every time I watch that scene. I will say, I agree, it's kind of a little long. There could have been things that could have been cut. Like, you didn't really need to add the servants chorus to it. It's easily the weakest song in the show, so I didn't even move the plot forward. You'll get your turn. I promise you'll get your turn. But even with its flaws, I still find it charming and has some of the best music in any musical.
That's fair.
No,
I agree, that's fair. I'm glad we got someone that really enjoys this film to talk about it passionately, because otherwise it would have just been us.
Matthew's here. Don't what the fuck?
Yeah,
Well,
like
I mean, it would have been the three of us. Four of us had Coho been here, just shitting on it with one
I would
person.
be the only
yeah,
person.
but he's never here.
It's at least a little even.
I don't think I should. Like my review is still positive. I would like say that it's still probably in the less like in the weaker half of the best picture winners that we've had. But like
My ranking. Shit.
it would be like ahead of Gigi.
Oh,
Like I was watching it.
absolutely.
I was watching it
yeah.
and I was like, this is like, yeah, this is this is a bit better than Gigi. There's no pedophiles in this one, so I guess it's fine. I guess we're
You're
fine.
right. You're right. There's no pedophiles in this one, so that's at least a positive.
Shit, we
Um,
watched Tom Jones last week. It's better than that. It's better than Tom Jones. Remember that?
It is better than
That
Tom
was
Jones.
now those are unworthy nominations right there.
Correct.
Caleb
Okay,
T. Coho is not here, so I guess we'll have to do the things.
Just real quick, I have a question for Mark. He comes from an educated perspective.
Okay.
Does her father get more time in this stage show?
No,
Okay.
it's a pretty equal amount of stage time.
Improvement number 1: cut him entirely.
No,
He
no,
adds nothing and is obnoxious.
I disagree.
He's just like Jamie Tartt's dad, but less physically abusive.
It makes her more sympathetic because you see what a shitty background she comes from.
She's already poor and trying to become better. She doesn't need more sympathy.
Because he wasn't trying to be better for her.
He was better to get married and money.
I do want to say I have one more thing, and I don't remember where I read this, but I remember reading this. So the ending of this movie, I will admit I hate the ending, even though I think the choice of the song was perfect because he speaks singing throughout most of it, and the one time he finally feels emotion, he starts actually singing. But then there's that fucking ending. And originally, for the stage version, it's the same thing. But Lerner and Lowe originally ended it with her not coming back.
Good.
And they ran it for test audiences. And test audiences hated that. So they threw that in at the end to appease the audience, which was the wrong choice.
Who on this fucking planet's like, yeah, they should be together?
It was the late 50s.
I know people in their late 50s.
How
and they're
can
not that
happy
dumb.
if not relationship? So Matthew. It's a song.
Asian.
Yeah.
Oh boy. How racist is it really? How racist is My Fairest Lady or whatever this movie's called?
welcome, $1 Million Racist. Yeah.
Bar, you're the expert. You've been in this.
You're the expert on racism.
How incorrect did you feel?
It is a smidge bit incorrect. Actually, a little bit more than that. Because Henry
Okay.
Higgins obviously does not like women. He obviously is anti-woman. But once again, George Bernard Shaw writing. So, yeah, because he goes off on that whole song about why can't a woman be more like a man and just like saying everything that is the equivalent of go make me a sandwich.
Which George Cukor had to have loved that song. George Cukor was like, you know what, you're right. Why can't be more like men? You're right.
Yeah. And you know what? It's the happiest he is in the entire movie.
That's right.
And he's also very classist. He obviously has a thing against people of a lower class. So yeah, racist maybe not, but discriminatory kind of.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's find a place for it on our ranking here.
Yeah.
Just how discriminatory we'll
It's
say.
not necessarily racist.
Yeah.
Not racist, but very
it's not a stretch. There's also not that like
It's,
are there
it's
any
below mutiny.
black
for
people?
sure.
Is
It's
it
below Tom Jones.
Is it? Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Granted, I have not seen Tom Jones, so I'm just going off of what I've heard.
We can stop here.
I think that's good.
I think it is below Tom Jones, and I'd say Wing should be below it. So I think we
that's
go.
yeah.
Cool. All right. Well then, not quite cracking the top 20. So good on you there, my fair lady. I guess you're not that racist. Sorry, I guess. So
Congrats.
take your win, I guess, because that's the best you're gonna get here.
Snaps for My Fair Lady, not crack.
All right, Matthew, close out the segment.
Asian.
Woot.
Very
All
common.
right. Should we take a break from the podcast within podcasts and give out our newest give out the newest recipient of the Louis Jourdain Award?
I don't
Yeah.
think he deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Who are you trying to sell me on? Is the thing.
Rex Harrison.
I don't think he's as bad as Louis Jourdain.
I don't think he's a
don't
Louis
know.
Jourdain level performer.
No, I will back up Jack 1,000%.
I don't know about that.
I
and
think
I
here's
don't
the thing.
think you have the majority on it.
And here's the thing. I don't think if he beats the people that he beat that
Uh-huh.
year, people wouldn't be slandering him as much as they do.
This is
Yeah,
true.
he's such a nothing burger of a performance.
It's a nothing burger is better than a bad performance.
It is an empty husk of a performance. I'm sorry. I
Ends
don't.
it in like just kind of neutral. I think I wouldn't have nominated him, but like he's not like Louis Jourdain. He's not. No, this isn't like a harmful performance. Louis Jourdain awards are for like harmful performances that we find terribly offensive. I don't think this is what Rex. This is not what Rex would have wanted for himself.
I mean, I don't think Louis Jourdain would have wanted a worst performances in a movie award named after him, but here
We
we
don't
are.
know that. I don't know that.
No.
Quite frankly, you don't
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
did accept a role in the Return of Swamp Thing, so I guess we don't really know. do
True.
we?
What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
What
Rex
other
Harrison?
movies can you think of that Louis Jourdain is in?
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Swamp Thing. He's in at least one Bond movie.
Oh yeah, he is in Octopussy.
Oh, the worst Bond?
Get wrecked.
well,
Moonraker.
even.
Moonraker is the worst one.
Diamonds are
Okay,
forever.
no, you know what? You're right. That's correct.
Diamonds
This
are
segment was
forever.
brought to you, but Diamonds Are Forever is not the worst one.
It's not that
That
bad.
is not the worst.
It's not even no.
Jack loves abandoning himself on a hill.
Anyway, Spence. Spence, thank you.
What-
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
How
My
Gay
Valley.
Was My Valley.
The podcast from the podcast where we rank how gay every Best Picture winner is. Now, tell me, how gay is My Fair Lady? Because I will say there is an entire song dedicated to a man singing about why can't women be men. So I think
I
it's at least a
can't.
conversation.
This is a
Why can't women be better about this whole man thing? Why can't? Why can't they? You know what? Bring up the list because I think this is going up.
this is going.
I also like to point out that Colonel Pickering has a friend that he calls Boozy.
Boozy?
Cool.
okay. Yeah. So
And let's be honest, the chemistry between Pickering and Higgins, they want a bone.
They
They
love
really,
each
do.
other.
I
They
love
really want a bone.
I agree. I was gonna bring up their chemistry. Higgins and Pickering. Oh my god.
No. Below
Up.
Ben Hur.
It's
Up.
pretty gay.
Up.
Up.
Yep.
Up.
Up.
There is a gay kiss that you are putting it above.
All right, yeah, put it below.
Honestly, I put it
Couple of
below
them.
the gay kiss because there's also two women in a bathtub together in the Broadway Melody, and
No, it's
and I don't
literally
think it.
in Rebecca. There's, like that fucking maid is entirely gay. That's her whole like onus and her character.
But does she sing a song about it?
Put it. What's gay and all about Eve?
Oh,
Oh,
the
no,
chemistry
no,
between
no. Put it lower.
Yeah.
Put it lower than all about Eve.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm fine
Okay.
with it.
Okay. Wait. Go down a bit because I think we
Go down
can
a bit
agree
so
that
we can
gay
see.
incest.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I would put it right under All About Eve above Gone with the Wind.
I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna go above All About Eve, below Rebecca. That's the lowest I would.
I
go.
think that's the lowest I can put this as well.
I will go with that, having seen All About Eve.
God
Cool.
damn.
top
Cool.
10 spot.
And this is why me and
How-
Bar broke up. I
How
saw
very
this
handful of
2
you.
years away.
You want to start?
Oh, no, the team's already done.
Boom.
Let's give these two some.
What's going on? What, Jack? You're pausing the show for this? It's been 2 years.
I'm
And
kidding.
I'm still not over it.
I'm
Mm.
kidding.
I
Let's
should be over all the butterflies.
let's fix this.
And baby, even
That was bad.
All right. Spence, close us
Guys,
out.
I can't do it.
Perfect. Should we pick a standout performer? Because I have one name and one name only that I can think
Audrey
of.
Hepburn. But
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
Audrey
the
Hepburn.
most pretty woman to ever exist and still can't be in a good musical.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Funny
Yeah.
Face is ass.
It's not ass.
It's
Ass.
not.
I'm glad we got the standout performer out of the way real quick. Now let's
Annie
rank.
Holloway is my answer. It's Audrey.
Okay then. Can we put Julie Andrews instead because she was probably the better Eliza?
Nah, I get wrecked.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh,
Where are we
try-
putting?
try Canadian.
All right, it's
Here's
lower.
some copium.
Yeah, a little bit lower. Okay, higher.
It's actually not. Okay.
She's better than Omar Sharif.
Up more.
Okay,
I would-
I will. I'm drawing the line.
Go up at
Lou-
least so we can see.
No, wait.
I
want to go above Lou Ayres, but
she's not better than Lou Ayres. I'm sorry. I would even say Clara Bow is my hard limit.
Lou Ayres is so much better than everyone he's below.
I
I've
will.
not seen that
My
fight
hard
on the list
limit
before,
is Celeste
so-
Homer.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Bar, have you seen the new one yet?
I've been planning on it.
It is phenomenal. I can't recommend it enough. Okay, where are we? Sorry, where are we putting?
Well, she's above Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mhm.
Okay, between Heston and Ayers.
I
This
have her
is
Below
first.
Ayres.
Oh, you know what? No, it's Barry
Oh.
Fitzgerald. Yeah, no. Barry Fitzgerald was better.
I think
I'm
that's
okay
where we
with
could
this.
land with this. Yeah.
This is fine.
Cool. Lovely.
This, I,
With
believe that
that-
this is the mo- I can't believe that this is the movie that she is going to be on your list for Best Picture for.
I know it's annoying.
And a different Best Picture winner.
Because she's better in a movie that came out a few years before this called Children's Hour, but you know.
And Roman Holiday.
Mhm.
Yes, she is
Yeah.
way better in Roman Holiday than she is in this. I will say, having now seen it.
It's my favorite Halsey song.
It was The Pose too. It's my favorite Halsey song.
It's my favorite Halsey song. It is.
Thank you.
Half of
Thank
us.
you,
I
Halsey.
gave it a positive review.
Yeah, Alex
What do
was
you mean
actually
half of
positive.
us?
True.
I'm on your side by like an inch.
More than I usually get.
I'll be the first to die. But
Oh my goodness. Okay, what's happening?
Dave Larson burned on pictures.
Oh my goodness,
No,
I don't know
not-
what's going on here. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do a worst ensemble award. Yeah,
Good, it's not the worst.
fair enough. It's mid. It's mid.
What's our
Ensemble.
next worst ensemble actually going to be? Now that I want to know.
A spotlight.
Cody will find each of us and kill us. I'm sorry, but we're not putting
For the
spotlight.
record, I think I'm the one who's highest on that movie in this.
That
It's in my top 100.
Oh, fair, second highest.
well, you're
Or at
can we
least
get
what?
some
I
not
don't know.
Spielberg shills.
I think I'm lowest on the movie because I have it at 4 stars.
I have it at 4 stars.
Yes,
I've
but-
never seen it, and I never will. That's right. I'm not going to watch any more movies
Ever.
with Mark Ruffalo in them.
Done.
No
No
Mark
more
Ruffalo movies ever again. You heard it here first, probably.
But you get to miss out on the greatest subgenre of film in all time. Mark Ruffalo looks at hidden documents and go, "Why haven't we stopped them? We should do something."
It is a great subgenre, I will say.
They can't get away with this. They still
King
are.
Shark Water.
Jack, I think we're almost done.
Well, yeah,
what a
but
proficient.
we do have someone here that at least watched some extra credit, and we have let guests do.
We also have
Hang on.
Alex. Alex,
Hang on.
hit the
Hang
song.
Alex, hit the song.
Hang on.
Alex, hit the song.
Hang on. Highway to the Danger Zone. Is it better though than the probably Best Picture winning movie, the Best Picture eligible movie? Is it better than Top Gun Maverick? All hands for yes. So no, it's not. All right. Glad we did that.
Wonderful.
Back to the list so we can see it for Maximum Heartbreak.
All right. Let's find a place.
There's heartache and heartbreak and
I think we can agree it's at least above Gigi.
yeah,
I will not tolerate this. How green was my Bowie slander?
I will put it
Yeah.
above.
Above-
Put it above How Green Was My Valley specifically. I don't think it's better than Larry Arabia, but we could
But
definitely.
do we
put better
want
than
to
How
put
Green
it above Lawrence of Arabia just so that we can keep having Lawrence of Arabia in the bottom 10? No, I'm not going to do that.
If you're gonna do
It's-
that,
I
you
would
have to
do
put
that.
it above Gentleman's Agreement.
Actually,
You're
I'd say both of those. I'd say put it right there.
Valley.
Go
Well,
back
I
to
mean,
the
I'm the one who's
Go back to
positive
your
on this,
original.
so I would definitely have it higher. So just
Okay, so we'll go above Gentleman's Agreement, and then I will disagree on my personal list. That's fine. We're fine.
Oh, jeez. This is happening.
Keep in
Put
mind,
it above Wings.
I would
I
put it
love
above.
I love our list specifically because we have Wings at 2.5 stars above Gentleman's Agreement at 3 stars. That's
Yeah.
what this show is.
No. We're not done. We're not done
Thanks,
yet. We're not done
We're
yet.
not done yet. We're not
No,
done
no,
yet.
no, no. Put
Yeah.
it above Wings.
I have it above Wings. I don't know if
Yeah,
Alex.
it is above Wings.
And then I'm fine with, and we can stop it there.
It's just fucking.
Is
nightmare.
this just the official list with Top Gun Maverick like slid into
No,
it?
No,
it-
this was the official list. On the Top Gun Maverick list, we just have everything in order below Top Gun Maverick, and then we have stuff that's above Top Gun Maverick. Can we have the Top Gun Maverick list?
Yeah,
Can we
bring
have
up the
Hold
Top
My
Gun-
Hand list?
Oh, I haven't updated that in a minute.
It's your only job.
No, we
Wait.
have multiple jobs. It's one of the.
I have
like,
multiple jobs.
No, you handle the page. We're not gonna get into this now. Mostly because you won't engage with me. I would love to do this now. All right.
Here's one.
Okay.
I'll get
You
engaged.
know what? You know what? We actually do have someone that did watch stuff for this. So
Extra credit!
Okay, no, I want to add to this. According to the Caleb Coho rule, I have also watched something for this show.
okay,
What?
I'll deal with. I'll
What is
allow
the
it.
Caleb Coho rule?
If you watch in the past 6 months, you can
Yeah.
you can add it to the list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the official rule we go with on the show. But okay.
It's
I'm not
recent
gonna
enough.
say no.
It'd be okay.
What did y'all watch?
Kick us off, Bar.
Oh, me? All right. So I wanted to watch Zorba the Greek. Couldn't get around to it. It's 2.5 hours apparently. Did not know that. So I don't know. What do we start with? Beckett. Let's start with Beckett.
Let's-
Oh,
yeah,
so
start
what's
with that.
Beckett?
I did watch Beckett. Yes.
What the fuck?
Beckett. It's really good. The first half is a lot stronger than the second half. It loses a lot of steam. Except for one scene that Peter O'Toole's in that is phenomenal. Richard Burton, really, really good. Probably deserved his nomination. Peter O'Toole, though, is magnetic. He is fantastic as Henry II. Like, the dude is stealing screen time every time he's on. I would put him above Rex Harrison in this class. Maybe win, but there's someone else that we will be talking about later. I gave it 3.5 stars.
Wonderful. With that, where do you want to put this?
Up a little bit. It's definitely gonna be below the Philadelphia story.
Philadelphia Story is pretty high on our list, I think.
It is pretty high. Oh, hold on. Yeah,
oh.
hold on. It's below Citizen Kane. Below Citizen Kane.
You can thank Coho for that.
No, I will not.
All right, below Citizen Kane. With that, Beckett enters the top 50 of our extra credit movie ranking, which this is the first time we've done that in quite a while because shit's been busy for us. Cool. What else did you watch for extra credit? Spence, what was the one you watched?
Well,
Mary
all
Poppins.
three of us
man.
have seen that. So I guess all of us have probably seen Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I've seen it.
Right? Yeah.
Booby.
Look. Okay, I have a legitimate reason for not being able to get to Mary Poppins. So my dad and my brother, my
Don't
mom,
like British people. Got it.
they all had a volleyball tournament 2.5 hours away. And I got a call yesterday after I finished Rocky IV for a thing that we'll be doing in a couple hours. And my dad said, "Hey, so we forgot the volleyballs. Can you drive here 2.5 hours away?" And I said, "Sure." So that was 5 hours, me just driving. And that was when I was going to watch My Fair Lady and Mary Poppins.
At that point, it's probably when I just like put the movie on in the car and I just listened to it while I was driving. Anyway,
Yeah,
Mary Poppins is good.
I just listened to Jekyll and Hyde while I was driving. It was a good time. Anyway,
Yeah, Mary Poppins is good. I don't think it's a hot take. It shouldn't be.
It's
I don't think I call it the greatest thing ever. I didn't grow with that with that childhood sentiment or attachment to it. So coming to it later in life, I lost a little bit of that connection. I think a lot of that second act where it goes into the painted world doesn't hold up with the rest of the live action bit. But I think it's overall still like a good enough time. I'd still call it like a pretty good movie. Slowly killing this man. I love it.
I'll go next because I am also like in the same boat as Spence. I think it is a good movie. I just didn't really capture the same charm I like thought it did when I watched it as a child. But I think Julie Andrews just adds so much to Mary Poppins that like it just makes it super charming and like really really fun to watch. I think anytime she isn't on screen, the movie does drag a little bit. But like some really great song dance numbers. Some of them are really iconic. There are a few that like songs that I would just like skip on the soundtrack, but I think overall like some really good songs, and then visuals really hold up really well, like some really revolutionary visuals that look great. So I'm glad I revisited it, but it just didn't quite capture that same spark as I thought it.
Yeah, Bar.
I love this movie. It's in my top 30 of all time. I think that something that this movie does that a lot of other children's directed towards movies does really well that others don't, is patience. It's not like constantly in your face, like constant action. It's there, but like my favorite scene in the entire movie is just Mr. Banks walking to the bank in the dead of night to get fired. Like it's just a gorgeous scene. Like the set design in this movie is just incredible. Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke, their chemistry is just like it explodes off the screen. And it's got some of the best visuals I've ever seen in the movie, like them walking up that the into the sky on the smoke. Oh my god, like some of the best visuals you'll ever see.
This is fair. Alex, I know I don't think you saw it in the last 6 months, but still, you've seen the movie. Do you want to provide your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
All right, let's rank it.
This is gonna be way too low, and I'm so mad.
Yeah, probably.
So hear me out. This is not better than Citizen Kane.
I agree. It's not better than
It is better than Citizen Kane.
I would
Wait,
say
is
let's
it?
respect to Bar. I haven't seen Beckett. Let's put it right above Beckett.
I agree.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They can be friends. Citizen Kane and Mary Poppins can be friends.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
Poppins cracking number 47.
If we told people like, hey, we're making this list, Citizen Kane and Poppins are next to each other. Like, yeah, that sounds
Scully,
correct.
I had nothing to do with this. I wanted to watch it, and I didn't have the time.
Almost.
This is an affront to movies.
Again, if Caleb Coe was not on
rabbit
the
leaves.
show for Citizen Kane, it'd be in the top 5. Where
You heartless gutter snipes.
Yes.
You nauseous pigeons.
That would be Matthew and Spence that are the heartless gutter snipes. Cool.
You haven't seen the movie.
I'm just siding with Bar because I
Goes across the wall. You
Like,
can't.
There is a 1964 movie
Listen,
that
Spence,
that was
Spence,
nominated.
you know this. I like fighting with you. I'm going to side against you in almost everything.
Jack and I just hate fuck on like a daily basis at this point. It's nonstop.
Why are you
than
like
I
Wow.
need
Okay, Bar, take it away with the last one, please. Save me.
Argue, man, it's between this and Mary Poppins for which one's the best one. But Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. This movie is hilarious. It's not like a laugh a minute movie. It's very much a satire, but it's really intelligent in its absurdity. Like the whole idea that Jack D. Ripper is planning on launching this strike because he thinks the Russians are stealing our precious bodily fluids is so ludicrous, but it's so funny. Peter Sellers is the winner of Best Actor this year. He's giving 3 performances. They're all incredibly distinct, incredibly memorable. The scene where he's talking with the head of Russia, and it sounds like a couple just like like casually bickering. Like, of course I want to call you in my free time. Of course I enjoy talking to you, but I'm busy. It's so great. Some of the visual gags are just fantastic. I like Slim Pickens as Major King Kong is so great. There is a beautiful orchestration to the absurdity in this movie, and it holds up incredibly well.
Awesome. Matthew, Spence, Alex, has anyone else seen this movie?
Yeah.
I have, but it's been a really long time, and I hated it when I saw it. And I'm like, I don't think I'd be like that now. So I want to give it a new shot. I just haven't had the time.
As I said, first time I watched it, didn't get it. Second time I watched it, completely understood what it was going for.
Oh, it's just like the humor wasn't broad enough for me as like a fucking like 12-year-old. So I was just like,
Hey, at least it didn't take you 5 times to fully understand what the director was going for. But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coho. That was mean.
hey,
I'm sorry.
Give in.
That was
When I watched it, I really liked it. I thought it's just like it's really funny, and I think like the satire is just so cleverly done. And I didn't when I first watched it, I didn't realize that Peter Sellers was playing multiple roles, but I think he just like does it incredible job. Like he's definitely my winner of the year as well. And there's just like so many great the dialogue is just like brilliantly written. I think like I feel like every time when Johnny Comes Marching Home comes on, it's just like it's really funny. And I think I haven't seen this since 2020, so I hopefully will get a chance to rewatch it. But it is I remember just having a really good time.
This is fair. Bar, you watched it most recently, and I don't think anyone else saw it in the last year. So where do you want to put it?
Very high.
I definitely would put it high too. So like, I think
but is it better than Citizen Kane?
Yes, it is.
You fuck.
I agree. It is, even though I haven't. I've seen more recently than Friends probably.
It's better than The Hustler. Oh, hold on. Wait. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
I keep my foreign correspondent is solo with this panel.
First of all, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is better than Mr. Deeds Goes to Town.
Love that Private Life of Henry VIII is still in the top 20.
Higher. Yeah, a little higher. I just want to see what's okay. So it's not better than Jasmine at Nuremberg.
Is it better than Hitchcock's best movie?
I have not seen Spellbound, but I have seen Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
I think, what do you put like right between the two?
Let's put it under Spellbound and above Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
That'll do it. All right. And with that, we have a new movie in our top 15 extra credit films. If this will load for me. There we go. There it is. Judgment at Nuremberg. great movie. It deserves to be top 10, but whatever.
Chang'e is staying strong.
Yeah, Chain Gang. I can't believe it's still there. All the way from like what, 1932? 1932. Wow. Good job, Chain Gang. All right. I think that about this is our first episode since the Oscar nominations came out. So do we want to discuss those a little bit or no?
Oh,
Let's wait
don't have
until
time.
close to the thing. Also, because Andrea Riseborough might get her nomination revoked. We want to wait. We want to wait to see this.
I mean,
Yeah,
she won't, but sure.
hey, they could be mad that To Leslie is just better than everyone there.
I knew
Okay,
that was
well-
going to be the thing that you brought up. Like,
Well, that's the only thing that matters.
Well, anyway, next in about an hour and a bit, we've got our Rocky IV review. No, we did not have time for Rocky versus Drago. As much as I wanted to watch it, we didn't have time. Our lives got super busy this week and whatever. So that'll be in a couple hours. I don't know when exactly, but in a couple hours.
Or
And
not.
then
It could just not happen.
It's just
We
not
don't
happening.
know.
I don't know about that. I will be on that show later.
Then Rocky V as part of the Creed 3 countdown, God willing.
Is it though?
And then later, it's The Sound of Music. And we do have a special guest joining us. Do we want to announce who it is now or no?
Yes. Now, as
All
you
right.
know, we don't have any friends really outside of the people that regularly watch this show. So I say we don't have any friends, many friends in general. So sometimes we have to go outside of any our friend circle to bring on guests. So we will be bringing on my noted enemy, someone who threatens my life on like a weekly basis. We'll be bringing in Thomas. You all know Thomas. He is a famed movie trivia competitor. Thomas, you all will know him. So everybody, look forward to that episode, and we will see you next week. Because if it's gonna be another 2-person Rocky show, I swear to God, I'm just not gonna do it. They can't make me. What are they gonna do? What's Jack gonna do? Nothing. Swear to God. Jack, end the show. Bye.
All right. See you next week, Scully.
Thanks for
Bye.
showing
I
up.
do wish we could
Oh my
chat
God.
longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Mary Poppins, and that.
You are the worst, Spence, and we hate you.